Hi guys, it's me Tamala Baldwin and you are watching Soul Kisses.
Don't speak. Oh, you just feel with me. Enjoy and know that.
And today we are speaking with an amazing man, a deep, deep brother, Terry Boykins, CEO of Street Positive. Woohoo! Hi Terry, how you doing?
Good, Tamara, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
So say hi to the camera. Hi!
How you all doing out there?
So tell us a little bit more about Street Positive.
Well, Street Positive is really about relationships with young people, their ideas, their feelings, their issues, their parents, and just being real with themselves, where their situations are, you know, talking about what's on their mind today. A lot of people don't realize, but many black kids go missing.
Not to, be controversial, but you really don't hear about, the 9-year-old Shaniqua from Brooklyn that got abducted. So that happens more often than we realize?
It does. A lot of it has to do with who has the resources to bring the attention to the abducted child or to the missing child. If you don't have the financial resources to keep it in front of the media, keep it in front of the public, you don't hear about it.
Why child safety? Was there like a personal experience, like a friend with someone, like why child safety? Why is that such an issue or important to you?
Well, we did get a chance. It wasn't a personal friend. It was a project I got called in on, and we were doing a rap video for child safety.
Okay.
And there was a serious issue that had occurred with an abducted child, and we were a part of that. And so we recognized that within a lot of the communities, we found out from the National Center for the Missing and Exploited Children that a lot of black kids were going missing, but we didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
And when we put rap out, this would happen to be a white child, and we were using rap music to teach white kids about child safety. When it got flipped over that most rap music was created within the black community, and why is it not being a part of the black community? That's...
Okay, so you know how silly I am. Did you help create the raps at all? If so, let's bust a rhyme right now.
Let's do this, safe and sound. Well, it's called Safe and Sound in our town.
Okay.
It was done by a gentleman by the name of CMC.
Okay.
And he wrote it, and I was the executive producer.
Nice, nice. That's great. So how did you transform Street Positive from child safety into what it is now?
I think it had to do with dialogue, about communicating. And people began to recognize the message we were putting out. And that message was, you have to be a part of your child's life. And we started evolving that into education, community, some of the issues with relationships. And we got to this point now.
You have a program called Should He Be Your Baby Daddy?
Should he be your baby daddy?
Tell us about that.
Should he be your baby daddy? Well, that really is targeted to young ladies. Talk about abstinence, talk about relationships. Oftentimes you deal with issues where you're not really sure if you're trying to get into a relationship or you're just trying to get into sex. Well, we're dealing with young people as early as 12 years old. A lot of young girls are talking about he's attractive, he's fine, I like his swag, I like the way he bring it. And when you start listening to the dialogue, especially when you start talking about teen pregnancy.
Yes.
Well, 12 years old, and you talking about how he's bringing it.
I know. I was watching television still at 12 years old and dreaming about my favorite celebrities, so I definitely see that happening more and more at a younger age.
Correct.
And so what is your mission with that program? Is it to get them to start thinking about what they want in a man, or how to, what is your...
You hit it. It's about what you want in a man.
Okay.
It's critical thinking. Does he love you? Do you want him to love you? Can he love you? So what exactly is you, what are you talking about when you have sex with a man? Is this the man you want to be the father of your children?
Guys, I didn't mention that Mr. Terry here is one of the chief organizers of the Million Father March. Can you tell us about that, please?
Well, I've got to give my shout out to Mr. Philip Jackson.
No shout outs. I'm just kidding.
Because he's really the man that, back in the Black Star Project, get a plug in for him, that's talked about fathers being involved with taking their children to the first day of school. and staying involved with that child until they graduate. And so when you do that and have that involvement, it's going to create character. It's going to create some resiliency. So it goes to that point of, do you want a resilient man?
I was watching you speak earlier, and you mentioned that nothing is what's worse than a broke man is a woman with a broke man. And I feel that nowadays men, especially black men, look at women with a side eye if they suggest that they want a provider or someone that is stable. But you're saying it's okay to have a man that is, able to provide for his family. So tell us more.
Absolutely.
Okay, tell us more about your.
Well, I think when a man's providing, his self-esteem is going to go up. She's going to probably take care of him a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And so it's about his self-esteem. It's about his accomplishments, being able to bring something to the table. And I think men want to provide.
So when you talk to men about this, do they say we want to provide? Do they feel comfortable with that? Do they understand that? Or do you encounter resistance when you present that to them, that a man should be able to provide and build his own foundation?
I would say about 98% of men I talk to want to be able to provide. 41% of black women live in poverty.
That's a whole lot of black women, y'all. And why do you think that is? Is it because, we're taking care of babies, not finishing our education, or what do you think the problem is there?
Well, you got 70% of black children are born to single mothers. So the numbers line up.
70%?
Over 70%.
Okay, where are the black men? Like, what are they doing?
Well, I told you before, if you were going to give it up.
So, I mean,
if you're going to look, if I know there's an opportunity for me to have sex with a woman, with her agreement, I'm consenting, she's consenting.
Okay, yes.
What exactly is it that we're trying to do here? Where exactly do you draw the line from being able to say, I'm willing to open my legs, versus, do I want him to come in?
Ooh, sucky now. So guys, we have been speaking with Terry about, how he teaches young women, teenagers, to abstain in order to honor themselves and get the respect that they are worthy of. But Terry, what about the young boys and the men out there that are just wooing us and trying to get us to lay it down? What are you telling them?
Sometimes I think we disregard the emotions of these young men.
Yeah. Okay. Men have emotions?
Men have emotions. And see, I think when you start talking about the number of absent fathers, there's something that a young man is having to prove to his friends and to her. That I got this. I'm a man. I'm going to put it on you.
So why do you think that stigma is? Why can't it just be about, I enjoy your company and she's a great, beautiful goddess? Why is it about, points or stripes, as you would say?
Well, you got 24 million children who don't have a father at home. That's going to impact somebody. So when you deal with the emotion of these young boys and men, that's when you begin to talk about the abstinence. When you hit their psyche and you talk to them about who they are as people, what they're trying to achieve in life, that's when you're going to basically get them to stop and say, you know what? As a young man, I do respect you. I respect myself. And I think teaching young men to respect themselves, build that self-esteem, put that self-worth out, create that value, that's when you're going to get the kind of man that you want to see come home.
Ooh, doesn't that man sound? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So you have this really amazing quote that says 69% of children would like to be with their family. Can you elaborate on that quote, like what exactly it was that you mentioned?
Yeah, when surveyed, 69% of the children asked whether they would spend time doing something else or with their parents. 69% said they would prefer to spend time with their parents.
That's incredible. That's amazing.
You have a situation where today's dealing with black males, 50% dropout rate.
Wow.
You're dealing with incarceration. If you have a parent, a father who's incarcerated, that child is 5 to 6 times more likely to go to prison.
And so you want to basically help stop the cycle.
Break it.
Break it. I love
Shatter
it. I love it. Stop on it. Stop the cycle.
Stop the cycle. We are doing the Tamla twirl here. Absolutely. Let's do the Tamla twirl
Okay,
and stop
ready?
the cycle.
Let's do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle.
Yes, and I think it's great that you're shedding light that men are needed, they are wanted, and they play a key role in molding the lives of children. I think that a lot of men may have forgotten that. Do you think that that's possible?
Well, I don't know if they've forgotten it. I think it's about what's being reinforced. I don't think many people have ever told them.
So we have been speaking with Terry here, who has so many initiatives and programs going on that all help the world and make a difference. But Terry, this is your moment to share with the people any additional information you want to share. Go for it.
I'll tell you what I just want to say to parents. This is a point in time, particularly when we're dealing with young black children, that we need to be a part of their lives as a community, as leaders, building character, helping them achieve in life, helping them create a winning attitude. It's about being a champion. And I think that if we are able to communicate and commit to our youth, we will help them achieve great success. We will be better off. We will enjoy more. We'll be less stressful. And it will nothing more than being able to see them become great young men and women that we want them to be, we think about them being. And once again, www.streetpositive.com. And remember, if you don't spend time with your child, somebody else will.
Do you have anything to offer to the young men or young girls listening?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you're dealing with the situations you're in, maybe sometimes you don't think that somebody understands you. Find someone or talk to someone about what you're going through. It's not anything bad. It's not anything negative. You have to find somebody that's going to help you get to where you want to get to. You want to get from here to there. And by you opening yourself up, sometimes you can make yourself a little vulnerable to share your ideas. And if you recognize that if no one's laughing at your dream's not big enough. So you need to have people start laughing at your dreams, because that means great success is coming for you, great achievement is coming for you. You can be somebody, you can do it. Go out there and let's win.
There you have it, guys. Terry Boykins.